Let's return to the mainland. We're done here, he says, adjusting his glasses as he looked over the water. The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The right bag is uneventful and quiet, but for the sound of the conversation on the water, there's someone inland waiting for you. You reach the jetty and climb out the skiff. Cool. Who's waiting for us in the mainland? Oh.
Look what the tide brought in.
John Vericremer, says the man without sunglasses. Suddenly his expression changes and he tilts his head.
Harry, you're bleeding all over the place. You're half dead.
Yeah. Wherever this is completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen. Actually. This is the man with the sunglasses from the wearing rags, but where are your sunglasses? Wait, you're the man with sunglasses.
That's right. And you're bleeding.
Forget all about it. There's a giant.
You're not forgetting about anything. Look at you.
Who are you people?
Hello, I'm Trent Heidelstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
Oh, you're the guy who was looking at the building.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Mar, and this is your special task force, or what's left of it.
Oh.
Special consultant Trent Heidelstein, patrol officer Judith Minot.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello.
We have come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Oh, I'm fine.
Lieutenant Kimchi Soragi, Precinct 57. We've just come from the island where our investigation led us.
This scene is making him feel as though he has to justify your action.
We might need your help with something later.
As if recall that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty
But
boy.
this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
Way to feed me to the
It's
wolves.
good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Oh. She says warmingly, flashing Kim the tiniest of smiles. Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed of the shitstorm that's about to befall you. Alright, what's this about?
Harry, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you come in.
Okay.
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science.
Okay.
My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
Is he the guy from there I was in looking at the mural? I want to say he is, because it sounds kind of similar. Shit kid, what an interesting moniker. You aren't blonde. You're not blonde at all. So Trent Hedenstein turns out to be Special Consultant Trent Hedenstein. Yes, I'm Trent Hedenstein. I never said I wasn't Trent Hedenstein. Wait, what was up with the kid then? Yeah, so that was him. It was him with the mural. Mikhail, my son. Oh yeah, what was up with all the interesting history? Spying on me? No, I was just interested in the field building and the Maritanese beachhead. And America wanted to see Maritanese. It was a coincidence. Him being there with his son, it was not a coincidence. Difficult to see, but he was worried about you and also interested in the field building. Okay, so what are you special consulting here? What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Kognitstein in the 30s, like partial psychotraumatic amnesia, group personality theory. He's here to see if you're insane. He's smart. Let's move on. How do you know I was here? The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went. I saved his establishment and he still betrays me? Turns to the face of the general of the roaring and yelled, "Damn you, cafeteria manager. You betrayed me." Strange, he didn't mention that. In fact, the establishment didn't look safe at all. There was a giant aerograffito in front, mixed with blood. No, it was this one junior delinquent. I don't care. He squints at your... It had shit kid written all over it. What is shit kid? You, shit kid, that's you. Maybe you deserved it. Maybe. You aren't the man with the sunglasses. You're not believing blonde. Guilty as charged. I heard you lost your mind and your memory. Wanted to see if it was true. And it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less person for me and everyone else to rely on. He was too sarcastic for you to realize who he was. Um, Maybe if you haven't been so sarcastic, I would have realized if I knew it was you. I knew you. I'm clinically depressed, Harry. Sorry if I wasn't in the mood to butter you up after you told us to fuck off. Actually, okay, I like that coming. Had what coming? Not recognizing people you work with every day? He squints brain damage? You never tell me you're not the horse-faced woman. Points at her. Lieutenant, my name is not horse-faced woman. It's Judith Minot. I was assigned to your unit 2 months ago. I thought we were friends. Oh. I'm truly sorry. I'm truly sorry. Sorry. Okay, you're my commanding officer. I really want to respect you. I want us to have a normal relationship. That will never happen, June. He's the rudest man on earth. He is the reason why the rest of us had to take sensitivity training. And I hate sensitivity training. I mean, that's going to happen no matter what. You mentioned a task force? Yeah, Major Crimes Unit. Under Lieutenant Dubois and Victor Ram. Ring any bells? Refresh my memory. Who else is in this? Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major Crimes Unit. There's you, me, Jude, Trent, fucking Heidenstein, and Gila May Bivy. He stares at you. I'm technically just a civilian advisor. Fuck you, you're part of this shit show. Okay, who's Guillermo Vivi? Oh, that's an interesting story. Is a police reporter who joined our team. He was really good, then he left because he lost faith in your ability to lead the unit. Other people who have left too. Good, smart people. People we won't get back. Only me and this really patient patrol officer are still here, and Trent, because I'm forcing him to stay here. Is this Guillermo Vivi blonde and partial to sunglasses? See? There, he wags his finger. He's getting it. I was impersonating him. Look at me. I'm G. Bevy. It was gonna be funny, but then you really did have brain damage, and not much anymore. Not so much anymore. And sincerely thought it was gonna be amusing for both of you. Okay, so what does this unit do? It's a major crimes unit. We cleared the deaths of cases, so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We're shit tier now, Harry, because of you. 31st isn't. He trays off, not wishing to finish the sentence. Where have you been all this time? Where have we been? We've been fucking off, as far as I remember. He crosses his arm. You told us to fuck off. You said we were cramping your style. You're detective god. Fuck everything. All will burn. Detect or die. Why would you leave a literal police cop? I said all those things. I'm not like that anymore. Are you sure? He squints at you. So you haven't been telling everyone what a boring cop you are? That you should care of yourself? Perhaps you... People said you've been out of your mind. I'd ask around. Technically. Duped again. No one's who they say they are. None of this is ringing the bell. The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage, Trent. He turns to the blonde. This is where you come in. How bad is it? Well, he doesn't have visible tremors. He talks without slurring. He can drive a boat. He's standing reasoningly. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and symptomatic. Meaning you forgot both who you are and the definition of money, isla, pale, and so on. As displayed in the station call, our interaction with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, he makes air quotes, but also mine with him before, when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting. Interesting? Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I'd like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what did you think happened to you, neurologically, psychologically, and what not, socio-economically? It might have something to do with an anomaly in this church, a 2 millimeter hole in the world. Yeah, say that. Corresponding to the 20 centimeter hole in your brain. Sure, this theory has great symmetry. I see how it folds itself neatly. Take this seriously. I suspect there might be something wrong with Maritinese. I'll explain later, but there's another man who lost his memory. A crab man. This sounds odd, but I was there. The church on the coast was shaking from... What, you weren't there? Kim, you liar. You weren't there. The church on the coast was shaken from an audio-spatial anomaly. It may have been anthroponetic, or perhaps related to radio waves. Either way, it was real. I even put it in my report. You should read it. I do not, however, think it has anything to do with him drinking himself to the point of brain damage. Thank you, Lieutenant Kitsuragati. Just to clarify, I do think it's Larry anthroponetic. It's a hoax. Pale produced global phenomenon. It's proven. However, What has not been proven is a total memory loss after drinking too much Commodore Red. Honestly, I think he just lied to us. But detective, he has blinked out before. I have? Yes, a couple times. After some of more serious bender. She pauses, remembering. One was after the two drunk case. The other when we looked into that mural. So you don't remember not remembering. Beautiful. Oh, I got a skill point. What should I up? I think I'm gonna up Encyclopedia. And interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it. Prepared, that's where he would have gotten the idea. Yes, practice, and then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak. What do you mean? Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? Or what if this is not a significant anomaly at all, something to be explained? Approach as a defect. Look at the sensory input here. He gestures toward the scenery. Look at the ruins, the neon, listen to the radio, the multitudes. The people live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnet reader on the world tape. To borrow a known metaphor, Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for it to end. Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or yeah, that kind of mean nothing to me either. Like, I'm still not understanding what he's saying. Will he or will he not be able to work in Major Crimes Unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that. What if this is a... Yeah. He is not a cretin, and he's able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then a line detective. Okay. I'm ready to lead again. Line detective is good for now. I guess for now. For now, he looks at you, then Trent. I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the potty, or do we need to get him on a disability pension? What now? Now nothing. Now we're just gonna stand here. Just stand there. Yeah, just stand there. It's cool. Really? No, now we're gonna discuss that. What the fuck did you do to our motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry? Oh, hold on. It's in the ocean. Feel fine ignorant. I would say, yeah, I drove it into the ocean when I was drunk. So refreshing. He just admits it. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real, our police property that's coming out of everyone's pay slip. It doesn't matter. Your badge. Show me your badge. Wait, my badge? The thing that tells people you're a police officer. What I do have is this futuristic armor. Clench your armor first fist. We're not armor cops. We're cops. People don't know us by our armor. They know us by our badge. You called in and said you lost it. Have you found it? I got my badge right here. In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic and the badge. God damn it. And the badge slips out of your hand. You're proficient in catching small objects. That is true. There we go. Not today, badge. Behold. The drama is unnecessary. I got the badge all as well. Behold, my badge. The man is unimpressed with the piece of plastic in your hand. And your gun? As if having your badge and gun are natural states, not achievements. What is it with all the material objects? Oh, I got like a bunch of guns. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna say, behold, all my guns. If anything, I need more hands. Show him your 2 pistols and 2 rifles. He waves your arsenal away without looking. I don't care about your collection, you hoarding freak. Is one of them your service weapon? I only want to know about that one gun. Yeah, I got it. Show him the boring sidearm. Whoa, he has it and he didn't drop it. He wipes his brow in marked relief. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you killed it. I didn't lose my gun. I have my gun. Show him the gun. We're not talking about the fucking gun anymore. We're talking about the vaporized cloud of ethanol coming from your mouth. It's so unfair. He knows that you have the gun and still he's punishing you. Yeah, I quit drinking forever. It's only me in this boring hellhole now. I don't buy it. Why do you smell like a corpse then? He's wounded. It's been a long week and he's handled an actual corpse. Wait, maybe because of the pheromones. Detective, please don't start talking about your pheromones again. This is serious. If you don't, I mean, this is serious. Then you'll be fired. This is a hearing. Toughen up. All right, all right. Yeah, it's been a bit of a week. I'm sorry I smell bad. A bit of a week. You're drunk and you let a suspect escape, a certain Classia, because you were too drunk to assess her flight risk. We read the reports, Harry. Lieutenant Kitsugari. We know. Okay, yeah. There's a lot of things that happened there. Not taking her in was the right thing to do. She gave a vital clue that led us to the island. Okay, I got duped there. She pulled one on me. Yes, I let her go as an act of mercy. There's just a small detail in a huge case you know nothing about. That doesn't matter. None of it does. We are looking at the oxygen holocaust times a quadrillion. I come to know the final fate of man in the universe. I go crazy for a bit. I mean, she could have been a spy, but I don't. And I guess no, I'm not doing with that. Not taking her in, it was the right thing. She gave us a vital clue that led us to the island. Yeah, I'll say that. Oh well, if she was nice, I'm not gonna get into the other suspect, the one who shot herself in the head, or the fact that you're Everclear's little peon now, doing I don't know what for him. That's small time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous antidote. Compared to the 7 people who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was a fucking mass murder. He did everything he could. The lieutenant interrupts him. We did everything we could. The company hired unvetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals. He did so considerable risk to his person. Remember, he was shot. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been. Yeah, I also solved the case. It solved all of it. Detective, it's better if I do that, he says in a lower voice. It's so much better if he does this. A million times better. Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsugari. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation. He brushes this stray strand of hair out of his eye and coughed. You spent the week with him on this case. What is your take? On the case? On Lieutenant Frere de Bois. Well, a cold gust of wind. He pulls up the collar. I think Kim likes me. He trusts me. It says so. The drinking, the last gun. Also losing his band. That's all true. Also, he's been drinking on the job. I think I drunk once. I did it once. The man sighs deeply. Then there's the boring cop issue. Despite all the obvious and almost grotesque mannerism and stereotypical choices, he still insists he isn't charismatic enough. It's just strange, especially in light of his political views. Detective Boys is, as you may know, a true blue moralist, a man of the center, not prone to political outbursts, which is commendable, but also at odds with his behavior. Odder still, he's also a Mossevian socio-economist who believes in liquidating the ruling class. How he reconciled these 2 points of view, I do not know, but he's vocal on both of them. And then there's the more carriage in the sea, something I was not present for, but despite all this, he is a great detective, one of the best I've seen, in fact. You can talk human beings into telling him everything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and Tangiletto. He is tireless, madly driven. Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which, by the way, was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out. Yeah, it was what it was. He was there for that. Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now awaiting transportation. He apprehended a revolutionary brigade who stayed hidden for 50 years ever since the revolution, who has probably committed other murders over the past those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species. A new species? A colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolds from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Enceladanian phasm. He takes out the photo and shows it to the officer across the yard. Rain comes down. He covers the glossy photo of the phasmid with his hand. You hear gasps beneath the howling of winds. As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered. As you can see, I'm a pretty okay detective. Boom shakalaka, motherfuckers. I'm saying it. Fuck all of you guys. I don't care. I discovered something. Fucking hell's that? The man cranes his neck, still looking at the photo. Is this somehow connected to the case? Detective, he turns to you. Yes, I believe the pheromone it emits may be responsible for the killer's mental degradation. The old man was not aware of the phasmid presence, exhibiting a strange atypical dementia. He fell into a stupor after his appearance. He became near catatonic. So, it is connected. Oh, I didn't realize it was connected. Oh, wow! Holy shit! I must say this. He points to the photo. It's absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it. Yes, it really does make it hard to fire the drunk. His tired eyes follow the photo as the lieutenant puts it away. I'm not fired, bitches. I'm not fired, bitches. I still got a job. This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness. Now, you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never. Oh, wow. Yeah, we solved a bunch of things. Yeah. I also started a nightclub in the church. What was that? It sounded like you set up a nightclub in the church. Yeah, I renovated the local nightlife. Yeah, and I discovered a hitherto unexplored anthropological phenomenon in there too, a 2mm hole in the world. Get a grip, no one cares about your anthrophonetic adventures right now. 4 kids were living in a tent on the Alec Kim just continues talking. They were going to drown when it melted. It is not optimal, but the building was abandoned, so he put them in there, okay? It's okay. It's not that okay. Get off the subject now. Also, the phasmid was female. The reeds are its nest. Female? What makes you think so? You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female, and the nesting behavior too, I think. Incredible. Were there eggs in the nest? Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though. He turns to you. It's interesting time. Forget about the rest. Gather items in the nest. A helmet and a scope. Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my field, but I think such nests are called bowers. They are for attracting mates. It could have been male, actually. It must have been robust if it could move helmets with its limbs. He trails off, lost in thought. I think it reproduced by parthenogenesis. As in cloning itself? What makes you think so? Observation? Well, then it wouldn't matter if it was female or male. The bower would just root eliminate behavior from before the parthogenic mutation. That makes sense, yes. Very interesting. He looks around, quickly assessing the coast. Such organisms are extremely vulnerable to disease. A single strand of bacteria could wipe out the whole species. We're probably looking at conservation efforts here. In his mind, he's already planning a nature reserve and knows a good guy for that. Conclude. And it looks like a mandible that looked like hair, and it was completely white on the inside. Yes, but also reed color, beige and brown, a little green on the outside. After unfolding from a single stalk, it still retained parts that looked like reed's turf on its limbs. Incredible. The PR value of this exceptional. Cop discovered new species, maybe even discovered the insulin phasmid. No, that's too much. This will really help with some of the problems we've been having. Absolutely, this is great. Did this not say vigilante murders to me at all? This says science, news, human interest. He smiles. You know, it is a really good thing you have that photo. Without it, he shakes his head. You're doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment, but still. The killer, Liliana Vorkmute, we have a strong motive for him. Lilivianic, a revolutionary metronome. A revolutionary metronome? The custom started in Gran, where they have patronanians. Krelevishits, Larvishits, etc. The revolutionists saw this as a chauvinist atavism. So they use metronomes derived from the mother's name instead. God damn, it's getting late now again. This man's mother was Lilian. He is Lilian's son, Lilian Ivanovich. The custom was overturned over the revolutionary film, but not before it made it to Revolution. So it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called. Thank you, Trant. Thank you for your piece of cultural theory. He turns. You said you have a motive? Of course, excuse me. I just thought it was noteworthy. That's fine. He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. He must have convinced him. Um, yeah, he killed the mercenary in the act of jealousy. Jealousy? I thought this little of an itch was an old man to have been hiding for 50 years, 70 something. A strange psychosexual fixation, aggravated possible by proximity to the phasmid and its chemical. He himself gave a political reason, said he had killed an enemy combatant. Also, we have ballistics from the gun, matching the bullets found in the dead mercenary head, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Doors confessed to. It's a clean win. Oh, it's way more than that. It's more than that, a perfect folding mechanism. Like the phasmid. He will win me Dora back. Okay. Oh, that's her name, Dora? It's my masterpiece. They'll teach me this in cop school. Teach this in cop school. I did all I could. Every second was a struggle. Perfect folding mechanism. Get over yourself, Harry. I can still smell the booze on the wind. That could have been like the other drunks who were here. God damn it, does it ever leave? It is there. Like in your bones or something. It'll pass in time. The previous head of the Brewers Union was assassinated by our killer. Lieutenant lowers his voice just a little. This is a conversation for when we are no longer out in the open in Martinique, where Everett and Edgar Clare have ears everywhere. Oh, you're right. And eyes too. Your return from the island must not have gone unnoticed. Understood, of course. The consultant too has lowered his voice. I would prefer not partake in anything union related for political neutrality. This has to be good stuff for him to backpedal out of it at first mention. There's also a dead man on the boardwalk, a missing person I found. Yes, fallen through a gap in the boardwalk, drunk. How did you know I found him? The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilla Bork and Mullins take care of funeral arrangement and family stuff. Not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us. Still, good to work with the missing person detective. I also looked into the mystery of the Doom commercial area. He shrugged. I don't know what a Doom commercial area. Rue de Saint-Anne, a commercial building where all businesses go bankrupt. I looked into it. Why? That's not what you were supposed to do here. There was a fridge we needed, and a possible witness. He was just chasing the lead and ended up advising a local shopkeeper. It was okay. Of course, call it community outreach, right? Dodge that bullet right there. For a moment it seems like you were just wasting time. I confiscated drugs from Kuno's dad. Who's Kuno? You don't want to know. You're right. Lieutenant, I don't. You snorted the drugs. I know you don't. I still have it. I know you did. I mean, at this point, anything is but the drink. So, what do you say? Want to take this hot shit back? Point to yourself. I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder. He shrugs. So, I have to. Jude? And then it ends the trial. It's okay with me. Agree, said Trent Hindlestein. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go. Yay! Okay, we have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go. Wait, I have a few questions before we go about who I am. The man looks westward impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket. Oh. Am I a dirty cop working for La Puta Madre? No. No, because the suspect seems to think you're too unstable for to work for a Modbot. You're suicidal, Harry. No Modbot would take you. I assure you, I wouldn't consult for a corrupt unit. Oh, okay. He would immediately backpedal out of it. Oh, I need to tell Lena about this ASAP. Who is Lena? She lives at 1113 Terra Barker in Jamrock. Remember? Cryptology, she lives in Jamrock. Terra Barker Road. She told me about this phasmid. Terra Narbaco? It's on the way over, near where you live, on Perdition. She looks at Viscanamir. Fine, if we're gonna drop you off anyway. She and her husband were conducting the search for the phasmid. It's their discovery and their part. They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news for a change. Who am I? Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry. What? Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher, but before you were a cop. You were a gym teacher in Korean. It's getting really cold outside, so maybe that does explain a lot. That does explain a lot, because I've been running a lot. Harry explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep grip, your inexplicable facial feature, the collection of flan sportswear I amassed, the fact that you don't seem to know what homosexuality is. Oh. Wait, does like, do your job before changes based on what you say and what you do? When was this? When was I... why did I join the RCM then? The regular. You found some chick. She's inspiring you to fight the big fight, but be more than you are. All that. You, every morning walking for Volga Road to teach gym. She leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke, raspberry, and incredible hope. An ocean full of hope. You said in Coronan I was a gym teacher there? Yes, you taught gym in Coronan. I believe that's the term. Taught gym in high school? You were a high school gym teacher. The smell of sweat and glue, the worn floorboards. Let's go, Harry. You're going on with Kuno, Andre, Isel, the whole thing on ice. That's why you're so juvie. Oh. His mercy just barely contained laughter. Oh. I wonder if it does change. Hold up, I gotta look this up now. Hold up. This one. Disco, Elysium. Possible jobs? No. I don't think there is a way. Um. Oh, they're like different puzzles. Okay, I don't know if it's like always different or not. When was this? When I was a gym teacher in your 20s or late 20s. You really let yourself go since then. He looks over you. Okay, I see now. I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest to God gym teacher. I mean, I just want to get to the location quickly. Why am I like this? It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you're a drunk. Was your name Dora? Yeah, Dora Englerlad. I think. Oh. Not Dora the boy. So you weren't even married. No one is married anymore. This is Revachol. When was this? God, I don't know. 6 years ago? She was way before my time. 6 years. Okay. 6 years. Or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equal 1 normal year. That and Dora Ellinger really tore you a new one. A big one. Who was she? Incredibly bangable? Huh? No, I mean, what'd she do? She was incredibly fuckable. A beautiful bourgeoisie woman. Valley fish like a Wiccan, basically. Snow Welkin, blonde Welkin. I've only seen the picture, but it's obviously you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperate from. Oh, that's why I saw her as a Dolores that day. Look, the sun's about to go down. It's time to go home. I think she taught in the Academy of the Arts east of the river, way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle class chick or the drink. Eggs and the chicken kind of thing. My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit, not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? He paused. A forensic psychiatrist. Go talk to that. In other words, he's heard enough about this. Lieutenant Kim, what are you gonna do? Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone's ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all this. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain about what? He pulls up his collar and looks around. The cold spring light reflected to the lens. Detective, we just stopped a small scale war. Something is happening to Revachol. I don't know what, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready. Infiltrate, investigate. Want to do that at the Station 41? Talk to Captain Price. I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of 2 captains with my doom mongering. No, I meant investigate. Come work in Precinct 40. Yeah, come with me, Kim. No, work with me. I liked you. Work with Price? A quick smile quivered on his lips. I'm flattered, but I don't know if I... It surely comes as a surprise. Not a bad one, but he's at a loss. Huh. Flattered. You're Lieutenant Kitsugare. We would be flattered if you would even consider it. The man turns... Oh, come on. Let's go. Kim. Turns very serious all of a sudden. I would have to tie things up in Girth first, but, I mean... Whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more centered to it than the harbor. And we also have a huge cage load, Lieutenant. Pios that we need to get back to. Mountains, even. I do like the sound. Yay! Yes! We got Kim! He's really considering it. Yay! Okay. I don't care about the station, really. I'm ready. Good. She looks at you, then Vikramir. Fuck it. Let's go. Trent brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock. Under the evening skies, the great district turns on its light. A transport of wooden horses, 80,000 living souls inside. Fire traps as far as you can see, from Main Street to Precinct 41 on top of the motorway, to Boogie Street, forking into the dark horizon. You close your eyes and hear the dog barks. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue Saint-Germain, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time. Thorson? Yes. McLean? Yes. Hiddleston? No. Wickermere? Yes. The boy? Yes. Really? Nick Skulletfeld looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Potentially Pride gestured with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in the office and the curtains are drawn. Harry? Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he does, he'll slide with the RCM. Understood? Goldman returns to the list. Minute? Of course. Wonderful. The woman looks north. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now? Damn, that really just ended right there. Okay. I kind of was. It kind of just happened like suddenly. As soon as you pressed N, it just slams you. It slams you with that music and the down. Like I have to like lower the fucking volume of this because it's so loud. But I did it. I beat Disco Elysium. Damn, this was a fantastic fucking game, I gotta say. Oh my god, the thing I love about games, specifically, like, are the characters, and just how detailed and rich and beautiful all of them are. That's the one thing I love about. I guess it's like the one main specific thing I love about games, are like the different people you meet, and the different characters you see. All unique, even like if you don't talk to them as much as like, it does make sense they don't talk to you, because like with the twins. You don't talk to the twins at all, except for like the end. But like it makes sense because you don't really care for them, or like the way kids interact with adults are different, and it seems more realistic. Everything here just seems realistic. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it's been great. I'm looking at like some of these names and see if like I missed anything. I don't remember Rosemary. Measurehead Bay, Smoker on the Balcony, Titus Hardy. Okay. Noid. Oh yeah, Noid, okay. Little Lily. Oh, okay, I know what that is. Never mind. But damn, this was fucking awesome. And the ending was a little kind of abrupt, I should say. As soon as I pressed like click end now, it was like Disco Elysium. And it was like, oh, okay. There's like no slow ramp to it. Like everything's fading away. I got Kim to join the 41 now. That's fun. I'm curious if they will make a second game with Harry. But this whole thing only really works if Jesus Christ, it's so damn loud. Like it raised it even more. Like this whole game only really works if Harry was the way he was, like broken, a drunk, filled with drugs, all that, because then that gives an excuse for him to lose his memory, and then you can well, not reinvigorate, but like re-illustrate, I should say, his character and how you want him to be, so that you could put your like shoes in there, basically. Mankind, be vigilant, we love you. Awesome. But as well, it gives you that good mystery too about like what your past was as well as Harry, which is awesome too. Is there anything more? Hold up, I'm gonna raise the volume again. Hopefully nothing loud comes up. Oh no, just this. Okay. I guess it does just end like that. Hey, all the saves there. Well, at least I know I beat the game. And there he goes. That was Disco Elysium. There's definitely like more to this game that you could do. What's hardcore mode? Essentially, checks are harder and healing items are more expensive. Choose your clothes and thoughts wisely. Where sweat and toil task rewards a small amount of extra. Oh, okay. Um, but yeah, this whole experience was fucking great. I don't think I will play. Well, there's things that I missed. I know that for a fact. Like I didn't get the what you call it. I didn't solve the hole. I didn't solve the tattoos. And there might have been some places or some people to talk to. I didn't do the pigs. I have her get arrested by Titus. What else did I didn't do? Um, Lena was a false tax, I guess you should say, in order to get you continue thinking about the Phasma still being around. That was fucking awesome. Um, I didn't get all the checks as well. I didn't paint with Sydney, which I don't think you can afterwards. There was definitely some things I could have done or checked or seen things I want to go see, but like there are also things I could like think I could look it up as well because I don't have that much time to play it over again and figure out because it's such a long game too. I think this will be well in the 50s. I know for a fact it's been more than like 30 hours, and I think I did like 85% of the game. But yeah, it's fantastic. People who haven't played it, I think you should play, experience it yourself, or not. You want to like see how you like go about all the routes it has for you, and how you go about everything. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hit that like, subscribe, and all that shenanigans. Next game will be something. I don't know yet, but yeah. Peace.